The White Lotus Explained, Season 2, Episode 2, Italian Dream. Season 2 continues at the White Lotus Resort in Taormina, Sicily. Ethan and Harper Spiller, a newly wealthy tech couple, are vacationing alongside Ethan's brash college roommate Cameron Sullivan and his wife Daphne. 3 generations of Grasso men are tracing their Sicilian roots. And Tanya McCoy-Hunt, the returning heiress, is trying to salvage a romantic week with her secretive husband Greg. From the premiere's flash forward, we know someone at this resort will be dead by week's end.
This episode opens with Harper walking in on Ethan in their hotel room in the middle of a solo session. She offers to help, he says no, and you immediately feel the gap between them. They can't even sync up on a vacation morning.
Meanwhile, Dominic, the Hollywood producer, is trying to register Lucia, the local sex worker, and her friend Mia as hotel guests. Valentina, the resort manager, is clearly not buying it. He tells them to charge a little food, a little wine, don't go crazy.
They absolutely go crazy. Clothes, bikinis, alcohol, all charged right to his room.
But the bigger issue is Dominic's family. At breakfast, Bert keeps pressing about why his wife isn't on the trip, right in front of everyone. Portia's there too, joining them because Tanya has basically abandoned her.
Bert invites Portia along to the ancient theater of Taormina, which is sweet. Less sweet is Bert launching into the myth of Hades abducting Persephone, told in the most graphic way possible, in front of everyone.
And Albie's just trying to hold it together. He's the peacemaker between his grandfather who won't stop and his father who can't face what he's done. Over dinner later, he tells Portia the real reason his mom and sister aren't there. Dominic's serial cheating finally blew everything up.
Portia opens up too, violates her NDA with Tanya, shares details about Tanya's family wealth, her father's troubling behavior, and his death. It bonds them.
And Albie asks to kiss her. She actually tells him he might be too passive for her.
But she lets him anyway. It's awkward. It's sweet.
What about Tanya and Greg?
Almost its own short film this episode. She describes her fantasy Italian day, looking like Monica Vitti, riding a Vespa, eating clams by the sea. And Greg actually gives it to her, rents the Vespa. They have this romantic afternoon.
Then at dinner he drops it. He has to fly back to Denver for work. And Tanya just erupts, accuses him of hating her, calls him insincere, says he never looks her in the eye.
What's interesting is Greg's defense. He brings up the prenup, says Tanya made him sign it, so he can't afford to quit his job, because if they don't work out, he has nothing. The whole dynamic reframes, he's financially trapped.
Or that's what he wants her to think. Because at the end of the episode, Tanya wakes up and overhears Greg on the phone whispering words of love to someone. Same pattern as last episode with the late-night calls, but now there's no pretending it's a work colleague.
Back to the Spillers. At dinner with the Sullivans, Cameron asks point blank how they like being rich. Harper talks about her foundation work, they counter with their charity giving, and the whole thing is this uncomfortable class performance.
Harper's had enough. She goes for a swim.
And Cameron follows her into the water, apologizes for making her uncomfortable, tells her he really wants her to like him. It's either genuine or very calculated, but either way it's a private moment that completely excludes Ethan and Daphne.
That night, Harper apologizes to Ethan, says she's been difficult, promises to have more fun, suggests they fool around. He says he's too tired. Both of them have now rejected the other in the same day.
And guess what Cameron and Daphne are doing behind closed doors? Trashing Harper, mocking Ethan. The friendly act vanishes the second no one's watching.
Meanwhile, Mia sits down at the hotel piano and just performs, singing, playing, getting real applause, proving herself to Giuseppe, the pianist who dismissed her last episode.
And then Dominic, Lucia and Mia show up at his door that night. He actually tries to turn them away, tells Lucia about his sex addiction, says he needs to get it under control. They push, and he caves.
Bert even lectured him earlier, not about stopping, just about being less sloppy. 3 generations of Grasso men, and the advice passed down isn't to be faithful, it's to be better at hiding it. That's the inheritance.
Tanya caught Greg telling someone he loves them. Cameron moves closer to Harper as Ethan withdraws. Lucia and Mia have full run of Dominic's tab.